everybody, it's Suffolk Andy here and
Suffolk Amy.
Yeah, Suffolk Amy's behind the camera at the moment because the wind's so bad we're trying to keep out of it. So today we're doing something that we said we would do. We've been asked to come here by one of our subscribers and his name is...
It's Theo Paul.
Theo Paul. Yes, Theo Paul asked us to come here. This little church is at...
We are at St Botolph's church in Culpho, I believe, near Grunsborough.
I'll have a go. St Botolph's at Culpho.
Something like that.
Yeah,
obviously.
It's a very strange name, but
it'll be in the title anyway.
Yeah, we've put it in the title for you so you know where it is. It's a bitterly cold day. In fact, it's freezing. This is our first outing since the new year. Like I said, we were asked to come here and we said we would do this in the future if people wanted us to go places. It's very, very windy, so hopefully that won't affect it too much. At the moment, and we've been here about 20 minutes, I can say I haven't picked up anything myself, and I've done a sweep with the rods and haven't picked up anything, but only time will tell, Amy. True, so let's get on with the investigation. Right everybody, we're going to start the investigation inside the porch of the church. Unfortunately, we can't get in because of COVID, but this is the little porch and it's out of the wind, so we thought we might as well try and start here. It's not just the porch, it is the bell tower. This is an unusual church. The bell tower is on the side and not at the end. So yes, the bell is just up here, is the bell puller. Right, so let's see. If there's any spirits in this church or in this part of the graveyard, could you please come and talk to us? Could you please come and cross these rods so we know you're here? If you come and do that, we would really, really appreciate it. We come with love and peace, no animosity, and we're only here to speak to you from our realm to your realm. I think what we do, Amy, we ought to take over the camera and you can have a go. They might talk to you more than me at the moment. So with that, give us a sec.
Okie dokie. Hello everyone, my name is Amy, Suffolk Amy, and I feel that there is a presence in this little porchway. If I'm correct in saying that, could you move these rods please? Could you try and make them go closer together? Can you push them so they're closer together if there is someone or something around this area? Apart from flapping pieces of paper. Could you make them form an X? Can you make them cross over one another? The wind has just dropped and it's gone silent. It's really, really quiet.
If there's any spirits here, can you come forward and cross these rods please that Amy is holding? Can you cross them over? We'd appreciate that.
Ow. Ow. Something is literally squeezing my fingers.
Yeah? Which one?
Like actually squeezing them. My right one?
Your right one, this one.
Yeah. Someone's squeezing the tips of my fingers really quite hard actually. Ow.
Who's ever squeezing Amy's fingers, can you let go please? We're not here to hurt anybody and we don't expect you to hurt us either. So can you let go please?
It's easing off.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Can you cross the rods please? Can you cross the rods? Can you cross the rods please?
That was proper weird.
I think what we do, Amy, we're going straight to the crystal.
Yeah, try that.
Try the crystal.
Yeah,
okay.
could be easier.
The funny thing was that Amy felt that her right hand was being crushed, and when I told them to stop, it did ease off. And when she took her glove off, she had quite a red hand, didn't you?
Yeah.
So there was something there, you know. I don't like that sort of thing because we don't come here to hurt them and we don't expect them to hurt us. So as soon as we told them to back off, that whoever it was did. We thought we'd go with the crystal. This is a new crystal. It's not new, I've had it many years, but I've never used it. And we thought we'd try this for a change. It's a quartz.
Probably some kind of a quartz.
Yeah, some sort of quartz. So let's get it spinning. Right, it's spinning now. And it stopped.
Oh.
Oh my. If there's any spirits here, can you spin this crystal please? Can you spin it? Spin the crystal. Thank you very much. We come here to talk to you from our realm to your realm. If you're happy with that, will you stop the crystal please? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Like I say, we come here with love and peace, no animosity. Can I ask you, are you buried in this churchyard? Are you buried in this churchyard? If you are, will you spin the crystal? Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Can you stop the crystal, please? I have noticed outside that a lot of the graves have no gravestones. Has your grave got a gravestone? If it has, will you spin the crystal, please? So, if you have no gravestone, will you spin the crystal, please? If you have no gravestone, will you spin the crystal, please?
Kind of.
Let's go now, Amy.
Is it because they used to have one, maybe?
Now, I've decided to change crystals. This is yet another old crystal of mine that I've never used. It's very light. The other one was very heavy. So we're going to try this one and see how we get on. It's very light.
I have no idea what this one could be made of. But
No, I've no idea. It's a blue stone, but it is spinning like a good one already.
Wow.
The spirit that I was talking to just a second ago, can you stop this new crystal, please? Can you stop it, please? Thank you very much. This should be a little bit easier for you. It's not so heavy. I did ask you if you had a gravestone, and you said that you had not. Can you spin this if you have not got a gravestone? Thank you very much. Can you stop the crystal, please? Thank you. Is your grave at the front of the church? If it's at the front of the church, will you spin? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Can you stop the crystal, please? A question I would like to ask you, can you see us? If you can see us, will you spin the crystal, please? If you can see Amy and me, can you spin the crystal, please? If you can see us. Yeah. We know you can certainly hear us, so can you stop the crystal, please? If I go out into the graveyard, could you tell me with the dowsing rods, cross the dowsing rods when I get near your grave? Is that possible? Is that possible? If it is, will you spin the crystal, please? That's right, it's going side by side and round the other way now.
Oh.
Can you spin? Ah, thank you. Can I ask you, I'm in the porch of the church. Do I have to go to my right hand side? Do I have to go to my right hand side? Spin the crystal if I have to go out to my right. Do I have to go to my left to find your grave? Do I have to go to the left? If I do, will you spin the crystal? Spin the crystal if I have to go to the left. Thank you very much. Can you stop the crystal, please? Thank you. Do I have to go to the end? Is it further than the end of the church at the front? Or is it in front of the church at the front? Okay, thank you very much. I'll give a go at seeing if I can find where you're actually buried. If that's okay with you. Is that okay with you? If it is, will you stop the crystal? Thank you very much. Right. So he's saying that we might be able to get out there with the days and rods and he'll cross them when I get to his grave or near his grave, which will be brilliant if we can. Right, we've just come outside the church to my left and let's see if we can find this grave. There's so many unmarked graves here, it's unbelievable. There's more unmarked graves than there are marked. Yep. Big spaces, and especially at the back of the church it's just an open space, but you can actually see that you're just walking over graves all the time. Yeah. I'm probably on one now, aren't I, man?
I keep falling down holes.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
so let's see if this spirit can show us where to go. All graves here. Yeah. You feel it as I'm walking over them, which I don't like doing.
No, me neither.
Can you point these rods to your grave? Can you point these rods to your grave, please? You say it's unmarked. I can see loads of unmarked graves. Can you point these to your grave, please? We'd appreciate that. If you'd like to keep talking to us, please point them. Oh, long graves here.
Yeah,
oh.
I know.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go, Ames. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I found your grave. Thank you. Can you put these out straight, please? Oh, thank you very much. Right, what I'm going to do, now I know that this is the grave here, I'm going to try the crystal again.
Okay. Good.
Or, I'll tell you what we do to give you a part in this, Amy.
Yeah.
If she's a lady, you can get your days and rods and you can have a go here.
Okay.
And then we have a go with the crystal if we don't get any joy with that.
Yeah.
Okay?
Alrighty.
And then we can get the spirit box out.
Okay, so my name is Amy, as you might already know, and Suffolk Andy's been talking to you, but I wonder if you would like to talk to me. If you wouldn't mind talking to me, could you cross these rods over one another, please? Could you make them form an X, so that I know that you're here and you want to talk? I'm moving a lot with the wind, but...
Not enough, I don't think.
No.
If you'd like to talk to Amy, will you cross the days and rods, please? Will you cross the rods? I want to talk to Amy.
I am nice, I promise. I'm just very sniffly.
It's very, very cold.
It's so cold right now. I can't even feel my toes. They're getting closer together, but
can you make them move quicker, please?
could you cross them right over each other so that I know it's a definite yes that you do want to talk to me? Because then I can ask you some questions. We can sort of try and get to know a bit more about you. That's definitely the wind, that one.
You think so?
Yep.
Can you put them both out straight, please? Can you put them both out straight? We'd appreciate that. You put them both out straight so we know where we are. Can you put them out straight, please? It's
such a small amount.
Yes, the energy here is
Tiny,
minimal. Look, you
tiny
can see
amount.
it's minimal. We'll call
So
that a
windy.
day, Amy. I'm going to try the crystal and see if we can wrap it up from there. Right, we're now going to try the crystal. I've gone back to my normal crystal. It's spinning. The spirit we were talking to earlier, who brought us to this grave, if you're still here, will you stop the crystal, please? Will you stop the crystal? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Are you a man? If you was a man in your life on this earth, will you spin the crystal? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Can you stop the crystal, please? Thank you. Can you spin the crystal, please? Can you spin the crystal, please? Thank you very much. Did you pass out of this life more than 100 years ago? If you did, will you stop the crystal? Will you stop the crystal? Thank you very much. Thank you. When you was on this earth, did you work on a farm? If you did, will you spin the crystal if you worked on a farm? Thank you very much. Can you stop the crystal? If you worked on a farm, and I say this with no disrespect, was you a farm labourer? 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 Was you in charge? Oh, thank you very much, foreman. So, what you're saying is you was a foreman. If you was a foreman, can you spin the... Oh, thank you. It must have been very, very hard work in them days, working on farms, very labour intensive. Was you on one of the bigger farms in the area? Did you work on one of the bigger farms? Ah, thank you. Was you married when you was on this plane? Was you married? Did you have a wife? If you had a wife, will you spin the crystal? Did you have a wife? Ah, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Did you have children? If you had children, will you spin the crystal, please? If you had children. If you had children, spin the crystal, please. Spin the crystal if you had children. Thank you very much. The only trouble is now we're never going to know your name, which is sad because you have no headstone. But we know you're a man, and we know you worked on a farm, and you was the foreman, and you was married with children. Can I ask you, are you the spirit that touched Amy's hand earlier? Yeah.
Yeah, did they mean to hurt me, or were they just trying to get my attention?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Can you stop the crystal, please? Thank you. Just let this car go. When you touched Amy's hand, did you do it to get her attention? Did you do it to get her attention? Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. It surprised me a little. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. Do you find using the crystal easier than the dowsing rods? Do you think the crystal is easier to use? If you do, will you spin the crystal, please? You spin the crystal. Yeah, we've had that quite a bit just lately, haven't
Yeah.
we? Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Can I just say thank you very much for talking to us. It's been a pleasure. We know where your grave is. It's a pity we couldn't find your name. But all I will say to you now, my friend, is go with love and peace and be with the Lord. Thank you.
Thank you for talking to us. Okay, so we're now going to try and do a spirit box session in the pool. Which feels like?
Yeah.
Feels like it's cold, is what it feels like. Yeah, we're just gonna do a small session to see if we can. That was a long pause. See if we can pick anyone up. Hello to any spirit folk out there, anyone who resides here or is just passing through. I have in my hands a device, and you should be able to use the radio waves, the frequencies, to pick out some words to talk to us. So if there's anyone here who would like to communicate, feel free to have a play around and yell some things at us.
My minds.
My mind's.
Yell some things at us.
My minds.
My mind's.
Thank you. Thank you, that was awesome. Could you do that again, please? Because that was really, really good.
Can you say your name, please? A long one.
That was the longest pause ever.
Can you say your name, please?
That's really weird.
And what about?
What about?
What about? It's really weird because this specific spirit box can't change frequency rating, can it? It
No.
can't slow itself down.
No.
So that's weird. I feel like it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been like that all the way through, Amy.
It's there and then it's
Yeah.
not.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Day
I think that's it.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Right, we've come to the end of our investigation. It's been very, very cold, I can assure you that. Amy's feet are freezing, my hands are freezing. All the way through, I never actually felt a lot of energy here at this time, but we did get in touch with the spirit, which showed itself earlier when I got hold of your
It
hand.
really was like, it was these
Yeah.
two fingers and it was like someone was just pushing him, like pushing
Yeah.
him into my palm really hard.
Yeah. So when we asked them to stop it, they did. We did find out later when we were by the grave that it was them, or was him, but he said that he didn't do it on purpose. That was
No.
just to get your attention.
It worked.
It worked, yeah. So we were taken to an unmarked grave, which was quite good, really, if you think about it. He definitely crossed the rods where there was a grave that was unmarked, and there's dozens and dozens and dozens of them here, everywhere. So yeah, that was quite good, and we had a conversation, but we couldn't get his name. We found out that he was married with children, and he was a farm labourer. Not a labourer, he didn't like that. He was a foreman
That's the one.
on one of the big farms in the area over 100 years ago. I should imagine I should have asked him if it was 200 years ago, because that could have well been. So yeah, so we did get some interaction. What do you think, Ames?
Well, it's an odd one. It's an odd one. I think most of our investigations are odd ones. But yeah, there was so much here and then there also wasn't so much here. It's
Mm.
kind of, it's, what would you call it? I guess you're chasing sort of wisps, really, aren't you, in this sort of an investigation? Like, you get a little something and as soon as you go over there, it's gone. or you feel something and then it's gone. Like the
Yeah.
spirit box session. There was a thing at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then there wasn't. So
Yeah. I felt all the way through we were not being played with is not the word, but I think the spirit that was with us here, I don't think its energy was that strong.
no.
But it got us to its grave, and you know, for that, it's a winner. You know, so yeah. So Theo, I hope Theo Paul, I hope you're glad that we came out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this place is not haunted, because I'm not going to say that about any place. But the time we were out here, it was quite a weak energy. But it doesn't mean it's always like that.
Yeah.
But
true.
we did find a spirit, and we did speak to a spirit, and we found a grave. So,
Result.
So
Awesome.
with that, Amy,
I'm going to do the awkward bumbly outro for you. So if you like us and like our videos, then actually like the video, because that helps us to know what stuff you guys do and don't like, and let us know in the comments if you have anywhere for us to go, or you want us to do anything differently, try anything out. We'll go for it. We're up for anything, pretty much.
I think the old saying is like, subscribe, and
Subscribe,
share.
Share it.
Share
If
it, yeah.
you have anyone that you know that's into spooky stuff,
Yeah, if you want to
Share
put it
it
on
around.
your Facebook or anything like that, share it.
Yeah.
Okay? So with that, Amy, it's
stay spooky.
stay spooky, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
If there's anybody here from the spirit world who'd like to talk to us, we come with love and peace.
A lot of people who are alive at the moment constantly ask the question of, is there life after death? Do you know the answer to that?